For night, where we there for bed them. We don't want here, we hear now gone. We don't want here, we hear we see now smoke for fire. Oh, for all money, house, it depend, picking them, they run. Some people that they run, so they throw away picking them. Oh, mommy, they cry for bush, someone will belay them. Someone carry picking them for backs, drag someone for hand. Oh, pa, they sofa, they know they see who's away, mommy, and picking they go. For village, for Jamo, where people they run around before they come, hi for Jamo. They don't come for Jamo again. Army don't come plenty. For the shushu too, they for Jamo, they don't burn all we houses them. All chop for picking them. They catch someone them. We don't know who's away, they don't take them go. Oh, they don't catch some, we picking them, some we pay them. Some we get picking, they don't take and go. Who's how we for go for the Jamo now? Where we will run our army for Kumbo, we come reach for you. You see the happen. I say now wait. Oh, the well. Me the well just see wait how we there for inside bush. We not picking them for inside bush. With the chop na ground. We don't work at the picking is some food then with the chop them. Picking the day they cry for we corner. Oh, so far. You cannot so far. We don't know we not pull we hand for day. We not be know. Then I saw Cameroon government if they make for some size oh, but we be na amber them. How we there so we say we like for being na amber people them. Na so it there for we how we don't talk so.
My people of the southern Cameroons, brave warriors of our liberation movement, accept greetings from me, Comrade John Barakuro. Those images you just watched, they definitely cannot leave anyone with a conscience indifferent. That cry from this mother and the desolation surrounding them should not leave anyone indifferent. It breaks my heart that even faced with this kind of situation, sometimes we still take the luxury to think that we can continue with our hegemonic battles. My people, did you hear her? Just like I did. Even in the midst of all the trauma, look at them. Abandoned to the caprices of the harsh weather of this season of the year in the southern Cameroons. Very hot sun in the day and extremely cold nights. But all they have to protect themselves are those mosquito nets. You can hear her cry, opening her broken heart to the people of the world, to the international community, to you and to me, to all those who call themselves frontline leaders. This mother cries. We can see the children with them. She says they don't have even what to eat, that they're even eating the earth. But what is most important in the message from her, that even with what they have gone through, their houses reduced to ashes, they move into the forest, and Mr. Paul Biastock still chase them right into the forest where they are. This woman, even in the midst of this torture, says one important thing. We are Ambers. We are Ambazonians. Despite all this suffering and all this carnage visited on us, we are determined to be Ambazonians. We only want to be Ambazonians. That is a message to the world. Come on, my brothers and sisters of the southern Cameroon, Saka, Ambazonia. If that message from this mother has not pricked your mind to the point where you get up now and say, to hell with my support for specific chapels, now is to the flag, then you should question your degree of humanity. My people, that conscious call from that mother rallies with what Mancho Bibixi said from the dungeons of La République du Cameroon. This is a simple portrayal of how determined our people are across the board, even when they are reduced to beggars. You know, this is what gives La République du Cameroon insomnia. This determination, this show of resilience is what gives La République du Cameroon insomnia. By perpetrating a scorched earth policy on our land, Mr. Paul Biya and France were so convinced that faced with suffering, with desolation, with torture, and with want, even for the barest minimum to sustain life, the people would turn against their own very aspirations for freedom. Hell no, not the people of the southern Cameroons. Listen, this is a time more than ever before, and I've said so several times, for us to recognize that what we're engaged in is an existential battle. And that what is happening to those who are falling is not a movie. None of them will come again tomorrow. As they go, they are gone until we meet them wherever they are. But when they are standing to defend our homeland, to fight for our independence, to protest peacefully for our total self-determination, our right to total self-determination to be asserted, they know that anything can happen to them. Yet they go. They count the cost. They assess it. And they observe and understand that the true cost can be their lives. Yet, they set up themselves and are ready to pay it. And what do we do in the diaspora too often? All we do is, because you are not in agreement with me and all or not, we set you up. My people, I've spoken about this more than enough. I don't want to continue talking about this. What I want us to know today is that once more, we are engaging the phase of action. Are you sleeping in your house, waiting for others to go and make sure that there should be no celebration of football in our land when millions of our people don't have where to sleep? Are you sleeping in your house and waiting that others should do it? No. If each and every one of us is sleeping in their house and waiting for others to do it, nothing will be done. Nobody will do anything. Listen, you who are watching me now, determined to arise now and tell yourself that you are the last defense against error in this enterprise, and that if you fail to do it, it will fail. Operate as if success depends only on your input. Trust me, folks, this is the only way we will be able to overcome this challenge. This is the only way we'll be able to stop this mockery, not only to our people, not only to those who have already paid the ultimate price, but to humanity in general. We must all work hard to stop it. Don't wait on others. If you thought that you have seen anything after watching this mother Let me take you to Bafut. The gentleman talking in here is commenting in Gemba, talking the Bafut language. This incident that you see happened after the one on the Bengu Road in the city of Bamenda. Just look at it. When someone said it was because something exploded somewhere and reduced houses nearby it to ashes, so that thing caused the fire to continue to move on its own until it got to Bafut. The images from Bafut are many. Let's visit some more. You can see for yourselves. These images should touch your mind, touch your heart. These images should provoke you into righteous action. Righteous action, my people. Listen, as a people, we must be able to understand that we have the power to take our own destiny into our hands. That we have the power to take total control over our thoughts and our emotions. We have the power to take control over our actions, to determine which direction we take, to determine whether we want to get this independence quick enough and reduce our losses, or we want it to be on for 50 years. Take a look at this again. I'm sorry that some of these images are not really good because they were taken by, the affected people using their phone cameras, and so some of the images sometimes will be upside down and things like that. But my objective of showing these images is to see these are stores in Sem, Bafut. These are stores. These are people's lives investments, people's earnings. They reduce like that. This collective punishment has just one intention. The only intention of this collective punishment, my people, is to make sure, absolutely sure, that our people get so desolate, so finished, that our people are reduced to a point where they can't even feed themselves, so that they surrender. But our people have demonstrated by their resilience that we all know what we're in for. That this is an existential battle. Even with all this, they are standing with us. Even with all our division, they are standing with us. Listen, take a look again. By the way, La République du Cameroon has one big problem. One very big problem. They have been battling with it for quite some time, and they are trying to rake their brains by all means to see that now that only Nigeria has been cooperating by pushing back our peace-loving and innocent people who go to their territory to take refuge following international law, and that other countries have refused to do that kind of dirty job, the Republic has multiplied all sorts of tactics to see how to either subdue everyone or cut off the link between the diaspora and Ground Zero. I will not say much on this. I just want you to open your eyes, open your ears, open your brain, and be very observant. La République du Cameroon is doing a lot in the area of ensuring that at some point they are able to create a different situation on the ground, which will make the diaspora nightmare a lesser problem to them. And we are facilitating this by our division. We are facilitating this by our continual insistence to operate within chapels. Our continuous desire to feel that the only way we can prosecute this liberation movement is by governing, when at this point we need to liberate. All hands, all heads must come on deck, one way or the other, for us to attain this objective. Look at this mother. This is now our move terrain. This is in yet another part of Ambazonia. All of them. We're a few days away from Christmas. A few days. This is how this mother and many others like her, like this one too, this is how they are all going to spend Christmas. No, they're not going to have the luxury of having, huge meals on their tables or having parties, whining and everything. No, they're not going to have the luxury of having beautiful dresses and everything to wear on their bodies. No. Yet, you will find them praising God in these forests where they are. You will find them dancing, happily praising God in these bushes where they are. That is called faith. That is called determination. That is called focus. All we need to do is show them that we know what sacrifices they are making for the freedom that we will all enjoy, all, their children and our children, and generations of Southern Cameroonians to come. This sacrifice that they're making is in this light. I have seen an initiative that someone has started, I think it's Dr. Ebini Christmas, that every Monday should become Cyber Monday in Southern Cameroon. Because when they are observing Country Sunday, we are going to work. The least we can do is set aside at least $10 on that Monday and contribute it as our Cyber Monday contribution. I endorse and I support that initiative. Even if you must not contribute it to that particular chapel, contribute it in one way or the other so that it reaches our people on the ground. I want to actually congratulate Hope Munificent, which is one little NGO which is yet to be really known, but that has been reaching out to all these communities where the people are affected to bring them succor. I want to heartily congratulate the people of Hope Munificent for this beautiful job. I guess they will have the opportunity soon to make us see what they are doing. I also want to take this opportunity again to congratulate those who have continued to appreciate my own little contribution to the struggle by sending me resources when I'm not asking, to take care of those who keep calling on a daily basis and asking for assistance. In my last broadcast, I talked about a brother who sent $200 and he addressed 3 people. Today, I'm talking about another brother who sent in $100. And this money, which got in this morning, after it was cleared from Cash App, will also go exactly the way the other one went, to address the concerns of our people. A lot of them are in need. A lot of these mothers you see with these children, they are in places where they need at least medication. They need at least warm dresses to overcome the challenges of the night. You saw them, especially these ones in Saw here. Take a look again. There are many there, but you see they don't have even those many mosquito nets to help them in the bushes that protect these children against mosquitoes. You are a Southern Cameroonian. You are a sympathizer of the cause of the people of Ambazonia. Whatever way you can do to assist these people will be very welcome. And now, my people, yes, we will get back to the streets. Yes, we have to do it. In the days ahead, you will get clearer information on how this is going to happen. But trust me, serious consultations are ongoing. Yes, serious consultations are ongoing among all our chapels. And the good news is about all the leaders this far are giving their total endorsement for this initiative and are owning it. So at the end of the day, it will not be somebody's initiative, it will be our initiative, all of us, that we will go back to the streets. And the date is almost, there's almost consensus already about the date. So we definitely are going to be meeting within the next 48 hours to come out with, a release, and each group, movement, and organization will begin doing massive sensitization about this global demonstration. So the date being advanced is January 4, 2022. It is a Tuesday. So begin planning, because we are going to meet at all the main capitals of the world. Like I said, this is just an advanced information because work is still going on. And trust me, don't tag this initiative to any single person. Whoever is reaching out, it is going to be an Ambazonian, a Southern Cameroonian initiative that we will all own, all of us. Everyone will take it and run away with it. Listen, the focus will be ground zero. Like I said, we want to get into a redo of September 22, 2017. We want to have at least 400,000 people on the streets of Boya, on the streets of Victoria, on that day, to tell the world that it shall no longer be business as usual in the Southern Cameroons. That we are sick and tired of Mr. Emmanuel Macron and Mr. Paul Biya's cautious policy on our people. And that there will be no AFCON on our land. That you cannot come, Africa and the rest of the world cannot come to be celebrating when we are weeping. Cannot come to be dancing and jubilating when we are crying. Where is that African solidarity we saw with the case of South Africa? Where is that solidarity that the entire African continent demonstrated? Today, the people of Ambazonia, of Southern Cameroons, are crying, are weeping. Yet, some in Africa think the most important thing is soccer on our land. Oh, absolutely. On the tears of our people. Is that what Africa has been reduced to? Where are our African values of humanity? This is why the people of Ambazonia, in several hundreds of thousands, will be on the streets of Boya, on the streets of Victoria, on the streets of Kumba, on the streets of Bangem, on the streets of Bamenda, on the streets of Batibo, on the streets of Kumbo, on the streets of Wum, everywhere, on the streets of Kambe, everywhere in Southern Cameroon on January 4, to tell Africa and the rest of the world that it's so humiliating and embarrassing that you want to join octogenarian or nonagenarian Paul Biya and Francis Macron to mock at us, to mock at humanity. That is why Ambazonians will come out. Let the mobilization begin. even as we continue working on the ground to come out with, to roll out the entire strategy. No movement, no organization, no group, no civil society organization should be left behind. Everybody must be on board. Everybody. We have to show the world again that in as much as we disagree on a few things, there is one thing that we agree on. That Africa coming to organize a football jamboree, a football feast on the tears of our mothers will be one piece of humiliation too much that we can't swallow. That is why we will be in the streets of the southern Cameroons on January 4 and continue the movements until the end of that feast, until Africa understands what is happening to our people, if they haven't understood just yet. My people, look, I bring this paper here because it is treating something that we all may be interested in. This one, divisions, la division, la haine confond de commerce. The only way La République du Cameroun has tried and been able to hold us in difficulties until this point is because too often at the approach of situations like this one, they intensify divide and rule in our midst. And they use hate as the main tool. Yes. That is why they will say, oh, this one hates that one. Oh, that one is planning to overthrow that one. Oh, this one does not like the other one because... No. We rose up in 2017. At that time, it's not like we didn't have misunderstandings. We had. But we rose to the occasion. It is time to rise to the occasion again. It is time to tell the world again. It is time to let Africa know that we are disappointed in the way they have handled our situation. That is why I adhere to what the late Martin Luther King Jr. said. That at the end of this, what we will remember will not even be the ugly things that's opposed to us. We will remember most the silence of our neighbors. The silence of those who could have changed the face of things, changed the entire mathematics by just one word, by one action. We saw Didier Drogba mobilize the world to address this kind of situation in Côte d'Ivoire. In the situation of the people of Ambazonia, of the southern Cameroons, greed by those who ought to stand up to say, no, we can't do this. Faced with this humanitarian disaster on over 8 million people, yet they have decided to enable it. Take a look at this. That Samuel Eto'o, Roger Albert Miller, Rigobert Song Bahanak, Oman Biik, and all of this constellation of stars from our neighboring La République du Cameroun are busy inviting soccer lovers and stars in the world to come play football in Fako, to come enjoy in Fako in an area where a woman, this one you see, that's why the stories are side by side. Antoinette Kongso, a nursing mother, is in prison with a baby who is less than 2 months old. It is in this city of Boya that these folks are inviting soccer lovers from across the world to come and enjoy. While a baby of less than 2 months old is in the dungeons in that same city. This is outrageous. Where is our sense of humanity? Where is our sense of humanity? And what is her crime? That she had once been a lover for somebody who is wanted. Gosh. This is guilt by proxy. But what kind of proxy? And it is in this city of Boya that the Black Stars of Ghana want to come and enjoy football. It is in this city of Boya that the Super Eagles of Nigeria are hoping to come and enjoy football, to come and stage a football jamboree. All those big stars. It is in this city of Boya that all those guys who are admired on television playing in the European Champions League want to come and play soccer and enjoy themselves on the tears of our people. Yet, they want to tell you that they are humans. No, hell no. We must come out as a people. As a people. To tell them it will not be business as usual. It is people power. We are going to come out with peace plans. Only peace plans. And let the rest of the world see what La République du Cameroon has a habit of doing. I think all the cameras from the big media houses, powerful media houses in the West, will be in Boya already by December 4. From December 4. You have tried to avoid our story. You are welcome to see for yourself exactly what La République du Cameroon has been doing to our people. Look, when we talk, they say we are talking. If you know Achatugi, that was a place famous for a hospital that treated people, with all kinds of ailments, especially those who had eye problems and those who had problems with their teeth. It was a very famous hospital for eyes in Achatugi. And these same La République citizens came from all over their country to go and receive succor, to go and get treated in this area. I'd like to invite you to just see the road leading to that place. To go to Oshe, you pass through Achatugi. This is the road. This is what we have earned from La République du Cameroon. 60 years of exploitation of our resources, of everything. This is what we have earned from them. Yet, some people have the guts. The guts to come and stand and tell us Fede something. Fede. I don't want to finish the word because it angers me. I don't want to complete the words because it makes me, feel like throwing out. My people, we must avoid being led by that distraction. Let us focus. We must remain focused on what is dear to us. Focused on making these mothers and these babies we see in the forest there proud of the fact that they are fighting a good cause. Make them proud of the fact that what they are fighting for will come to pass. Proud of the fact that their sacrifices will not go in vain. My people, I'd like us to share this view that we should stop waiting for others to celebrate us. Set goals, achieve them, and clap for yourself. At this point in time, we have to stop waiting for others to celebrate us. In other words, waiting for others to do it for us. Let us set our goals. Let us achieve those goals, and we'll have the opportunity to clap for ourselves. At this point in time, one goal, making sure that the world hears from us again on January 4. Making sure that all the cameras coming from the powerful Western media to come and celebrate football on our land should have the opportunity to see exactly what La République du Cameroon has been doing on our land. This is a time that we must all rise like one man and make sure this works. Mark that date. I'm announcing in advance because time is of the essence. But trust me, a lot of work is going on in the background. I want to celebrate all those who are in the front lines for their open mind in endorsing this project, in owning this project, and in determining that we will all get into it. That we will all work hard to make sure it succeeds. My people, mark the date. If you need to call in at work, if you're in the West, begin to call in. If you need to obtain permission for one reason or the other, begin negotiating that permission. And if you have to assist those back home to mobilize, begin to set aside that money. Raise that money, set it aside to assist the people to mobilize, because it has to be a showdown, a peaceful showdown. It has to be a showdown, a rendezvous. No one will want to see it fail. Let us again, like one people, rise up and empower people power. It worked elsewhere. It will also work for us. My people, let us be determined to score this goal. And yes, we will score it. To God be the glory.